Election of 1860. Stephen Douglas versus John C. Breckinridge versus John Bell versus Abraham Lincoln. Begin. Fee, fi, fo, fum. The Little Giant's verse has just begun. Greatest orator from the north to the south, linguistic perfection flowing out of my mouth. You three are worthless. You can look forward to losing. I'll crush you each like the Lecompton Constitution. Lincoln, why are you here? A rematch for Illinois? You've got all the bravado of a puny little boy. And what's with your VP? Johnson is a joke. What a clever ploy to win the war Democrats vote. Honest Abe pulling a dirty trick like that? Let's see if you can pull an excuse from your hat. Now, Bell, you're honestly the biggest laugh here. I mean, what a joke of a political career. You couldn't stop the Mexican-American War. Its supporters like myself wiped you across the floor. And let's not forget the Kansas-Nebraska Act. You tried to preserve the Missouri Compromise, but had no impact. We must also consider your old age, man. You're 64. Not much longer than your lifespan. Next up is Breck. I mean, dude, what the heck? You're in love with secession, you're a political wreck. We used to be friends, but you took off on a trek. Secede and I'll be the one to tie a noose around your neck. Now on to the main topic of this election. Slavery is causing quite the horrid insurrection. My solution is simple and quite effective, you see. It's a little thing I call popular sovereignty. Let the decision stand with each individual state. This issue should not cause such a heated debate. Sure, the balance in Congress will be lopsided, but that's surely better than a country divided. America, it's time to seize the opportunity. A vote for Douglas is a vote for our unity. Now that the midget's done screeching his point, the next rapper's up and I won't disappoint. Greatest orator, more like greatest borator. In this duel of verses, you're Hamilton on Burr. Youngest VP / the greatest MC. You're a fool to clash against me. Here to support the extension of slavery, it's the god of rap, Breckinridge John C. And I'm mad! The North's been supreme way too long. The South needs someone tough and headstrong. Bell, you're a tool. You're a man I despise. The South can't take another compromise. It's time we rose up and got something our way. Those greedy, selfish Northerners deserve to pay. And Douglas, the man I used to call my friend, it's time to accept the North and South can't blend. After Harper's Ferry, is there even a query? Kansas blood and war shall be its apothecary. Brown lovers beware, revenge is in the air. I'll crush abolitionists from Iowa to Delaware. Now Lincoln, I've been looking forward to taking you down. True giant here, same true size as a clown. Your ugly face sure needs a disguise. One look at you and I go, our conflict is merely a principle fight. You really think Negroes deserve our same rights? You believe we're equals? Your judgment is poor. I don't want those savages on the Senate floor. Abe, you must be a really poor learner. Did you forget about the ruthless Nat Turner? He shows what happens when blacks get power. Our land they'll burn, our way of life they'll devour. Blacks need to be caged and don't deserve liberty. Vote for me and get Southern justice and security. Are you finally done, Breckinridge? Finished running your mouth? It's time for a true gentleman of the South to take the stage. Rhymes magic like a mage. Like the finest wine, I've got that old age. Spittin' hot fire, hot like Guernica, it's Bell. But you can call me the next Prez of America. Let me be clear, my age isn't a concern. These punks are scared, ain't hard to discern. I got experience to see I don't is obscene. Been a politician since 1817. Breck, I think you need to keep your trap shut. Secession is to shoot our liberty in the gut. You youngsters like making violent plans, but the power to compromise is what makes a real man. You need to accept some things can't be your way. Slavery in the North is out there, but in the South it's okay. That brings me to the threats to this entire institution. Let's start with the one with a better elocution. That's right, Douglas, it's time to take you on. You're about as nuts as a bowl of pecans. Popular sovereignty will cause slavery's end. A tool America has come upon to depend. Slavery is protected in the Constitution. Popular sovereignty is an unneeded solution. At least you're not Lincoln. For that you get slack. But I'm not entirely off of your back. Now Lincoln, I really can't seem to understand what your problem is with the culture of Dixieland. Why is the slavery issue coming up now? It didn't make our ancestors raise an eyebrow.
You bring up morality, but that's surely deranged. Our forefathers had the same Bible, it's gone unchanged. They concluded it's okay, so it should be done. Do you doubt the wisdom of Washington? Slavery is also vital to the economy, not to mention Southern gastronomy. You abolitionists detest it, but have you forgotten? When it's gone, where will you get your rice and cotton? And last but not least, something not ulterior, it's that blacks are by nature highly inferior. Enough! I'm sorry, Belle, but I had to cut you off. I was getting sick and tired of your condescending scoff. Fellow men, I think it's my turn on the stage. It's a new chapter in our history books, and I'ma turn the page. Born in a log cabin, y'all know what be happening. Abe Lincoln's on the stage, and it's time for dope rapping. Douglas, you're the man I must tackle first. If only your policies were as good as your verse. Popular sovereignty is good in theory, but it's not effective, and I'll tell you why quite clearly. For the future territories, it's quite a fine plan. Voting on an issue, you're an original, man. But wait, you're not. That's called democracy. It's been around since the bloody days of Socrates. Anyway, for the future territories, it will serve quite fine. But what about slaves in existence now, not worth a dime? I get it. You're really into being objective. Enforcing fairness, that's your prime directive. But is it really fair? Only for the white men. What about the Negroes? Where's the justice for them? Our forefathers like slavery, but times have changed. Following old beliefs is surely deranged. There's conflict in Congress, and I know you want peace, but the way to achieve it isn't to merely appease. Southerners' opinions of slavery can surely be mended. Do we not destroy our enemies when we have them befriended? This issue must be resolved, and I know you don't want gore, but have you noticed the Democrats are already in civil war? Bell and Breck, I'm afraid it's now your turn. Hope you have some water, cause I'm dropping sick burns. Bell, you preach compromise, but I won't let that stand. Can't write an act to remove me, man. As mentioned before, appeasement won't fly with me. I'm on a platform for the termination of slavery. Breck, you're such a child, I can't believe you're on the ballot. When you speak, I want to pound my face in with a mallet. You insulted my appearance, how very courageous. I'll just say I hope your turkey neck isn't contagious. Now for a message, Dope 1 and Dope 2. Take this back to Dixieland and give them a clue. You preach that blacks are the lesser race. I'll quarrel with that with what's already in place. In the Declaration of Independence, you'll see clear as day, the line all men are created equal. To that, what do you say? Negroes are entitled to our same rights. It's written on paper, so don't put up a fight. Now, I'm not saying we all have to integrate. I'm with you on that issue, not gonna debate. So Breck, don't worry about our way of life's slaughter. Blacks won't serve in Congress or even marry your daughter. No, Negroes won't be sharing our place in society. I'm saying they deserve to be rewarded for propriety. The fruits of our labor we all deserve to claim. It's in that way that we are all the same. I believe that if a man works hard, his pursuit of happiness should not be barred. He should be able to improve his life's condition. His happiness should be able to come to fruition. Is that such a difficult thing to ask, giving some pay to these hard-working blacks? Is that too much, giving them some pay? If you don't, I'm gonna make you rue this day. I'm Abe, and I demand justice today. Blacks are God's creatures, they shouldn't have to obey. Maybe instead of having them haul hay, you'll give them a chance to frolic and play and enjoy life. Make his happiness rife. Give the Negro some time to hang out with his wife. If you don't like this and want to secede, I'll leave you with a warning that you'll want to heed. I shouldn't have to do it, don't want men to die, but if the South departs, you can expect quite a fight. And on my word, you can surely rely. They call me Honest Abe because I've never told a lie.